of Junioring Tai Chi. Frank, are you on?
Yes, thank you, host.
Frank, turn on your speaker.
Can you hear me? Okay. So I turned on. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Dr. Fu. Thank you, host, Dr. Wang, and also the organizing committee for giving us such an opportunity and also a platform to learn a great skills and listen to a lot of experts in the fields. Yesterday, I learned a lot from so many experts and doctors and masters. And yes, we have a packed schedule, and there are many, many more to come. As we all know, the time couldn't be more critical. So we are in the midst of a pandemic. Healthy life is the most fundamental needs of all mankind. It's not a luxury item. So we have a lot more to do to address the need. Okay. So last but not the least, on behalf of Rainier Tai Chi Foundation, I wish the very successful of our conference. Thank you so much.
Mr. Wu, thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you for your support. Next I'll have Jiang Dan and Lu Biao. Are you all online?
江丹是我们大会的学术委员会主席，陆标是专家委员会主席。
请问两位专家在线吗？能说两句话吗？江丹、陆标，如果没有的话呢，我们先进行下一个节目。您上来之后，我们再请您说话。Today is a very important day. There's a giant in this industry who make this possible. And today, if you all know, is a World Tai Chi Day. And the person who made this possible is Bill Douglas. And he's a founder of World Tai Chi and also Qigong Day, and also the Global Transformation Project. And in 2009, and he was an inductee to the World Internal Arts Hall of Fame. So it's my great honor to introduce to you Mr. Douglas.
Actually, I don't think Bill is on yet. I'm looking for his video and I don't see him being on. I know he was very busy putting together his own local World Tai Chi Day event earlier today, and so I don't think he's on. So I will speak.
Could you speak? Yes, please.
I'm CJ Rhodes, everyone. Hi. I work with Bill Douglas. I've been involved with World Tai Chi Day since the very, very beginning. But 3 years ago, Bill Douglas decided to take his organization, which wasn't a real organization. It was just him doing the work for years and years and years of helping people put on World Tai Chi Days, the fourth Sunday in April, all over the world. And he decided 3 years ago to join our organization, which is the Health, Prosperity, and Leadership Institute. So he became the vice chair of the organization. I'm the chair of the organization. And he joined, all of the World Tai Chi Day people have joined our organization. This year, we're going to be talking about the Global Transformation Project, which is a really spectacular vision that Bill has for ensuring that children in all the schools, in all the countries, all over the world, learn mind-body practices like Tai Chi and Qigong in order to help them be better people, to have more compassion, and a whole bunch of other things. Also today, is World Tai Chi Day, and so all over the world there are events going on. We have encouraged people to have local events at 10 a.m. their time, whatever time frame that is. And as I said, Bill is actually in Kansas City doing his own event, and hasn't come in yet, but he certainly will be here later when we do our workshop. So, but he's just not here right now. So on behalf of World Tai Chi Day, World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, I am so pleased that everyone has done such a fabulous job with this Congress. Yesterday was just tremendous, even though I only understood a small part of it because it was all in Chinese. But I watched, and very often there was English translations on the slide. So it was a fabulous day the whole day. And today we have an absolutely spectacular lineup. So I am so pleased to be saying hello to all of you, and I'm very glad that you're all together. So thank you so much.
Well said, Dr. C.G. Rose. Thank you for all the effort and education, and also your years of work with Mr. Bill Douglas to make World Tai Chi Day a reality. And also thank you for your contribution to make this Congress a reality. And now this concludes our opening ceremony, and we'll officially start our Congress.
江丹老师，那个我们学术委员会的主任委员，他上来了。
Oh, okay. Welcome, 江丹老师。
江丹老师，请您开话筒。江丹老师，请您开话筒。
Oh, hello. Hello.
Okay.
My
English.
word, okay. My word, okay.
Yes.
Have you heard of my?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, Snow. Yeah. Thank you, Snow.
介绍自己，然后再说。
Hello. Thank you, Snow and Shady, all of you present. We always have the very good celebration. Like today, I should be congratulations for our this first World Conference of the Qigong, Tai Chi, TCM, and Natural Healing. Hold on at Zoom. In this platform, all of us meeting together, like yesterday's talking, all of our the Tai Chi master, TCM consultant, and all of our the healing technology practitioner share their experience and the excellent theories. I believe this is good opportunity and a good platform should be all of us talking together and share the experience together for all of our the proposal to making all of the human being much health with our serious and the technology. Thank you ever so much.
Well, thank you, Dr. Jiang Dan. I would like to thank all the presenters and all the audience watching around the globe. Thank you for your participation. And now we'll officially start the conference.
We will
Thank you, Snow.
invite Dr. 陆彪老师也在，还有郝老师也在，这两位都还没讲，好，请他们讲一下。So right now, please, Dr. Lu, Dr. Lu, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please turn on your video. Then
yes, very good, very good. Thank you. So, it's a great honor to be here to, have the opportunity to meet everyone globally. I really appreciate, the people, Dr. Effie Chow and Dr. Jack Fu, and all together working very hard, and the host of Jennifer. People put a lot of energy together to hold this meeting. And this great opportunity, I think it's integrated with the traditional Chinese medicine and with the traditional Chinese martial arts, like Kung Fu, Tai Chi, because of the people who we want to develop in a good health, particularly at this pandemic time, only by the Chinese medicine, maybe not enough, because sometimes the patient locked in, they cannot come to the clinic, and some clinic closed. So I think the Qigong practice, the Tai Chi Chuan practice, it's the same principle as the traditional Chinese medicine to help the patient develop in good health. And right now, for the Western medicine, they're doing a great job to help a lot of conditions. That's no questions. But to help the people developing your own health without, without getting sick, they don't necessarily offer any treatment for the patient who's not sick. They wait until they get sick, the medicine can help. But the traditional Chinese medicine, we can do a lot to maintain your good health. So the best best work, it's not treating you when you get sick. It's to do the best job to maintain your good health. You not get sick, that's more important. And for this purpose, and with Dr. Jack Fu and Dr. Wang Yinqiu together, we had previous two conferences. It was a phenomenon because particularly at this pandemic time, the people really need it. We share a lot of expertise, this from the top expert all over the world. We share some experience, expertise to help the people, fight with this COVID-19 virus. And right now we're still doing it on this purpose. But we hope that from this conference, not only we are, communicated in between the Chinese community, but also in the Western community, because here in the United States, we really want for the mainstream, for the majority of the people, they have a better chance to understand the Chinese medicine and the traditional Chinese culture for the, how to maintain good health and the diet. Just since yesterday, I learned a lot. That's everyone speaks really with the many years of the good experience. So it's a great opportunity. And besides of that, I'm really happy every time during this conference to see my old friend. With the pandemic time, we cannot travel, but at least we can see each other or gather it together from time to time. That's great. So I just do that. I hope and I hope, everyone stay healthy and we working harder together moving forward. Thank you. Thank you very much for Dr. Jack Fu and Jennifer. Thank you.
Dr. Lu, you're so well spoken about the purpose of this conference. Yes, yesterday, and there's so many great speakers, and you're all willing to share your expertise. You're not selfish, and you're learning from each other. That's the whole purpose of this Congress. And also, as part of this Congress, we're supporting not only your work, and also to educate the public, as you see. And so we're going to publish a book called The Natural Healing Discoveries. So we will collect the best presentations to share with the world, to educate with the public. So the general public can learn Chinese medicine, natural healing, how to maintain good health. So thanks again, Dr. Lu, for your message.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Fu, I think now it's time to start our official program.
Yes, well, I think I still want to introduce Dr. Hao. Please, Dr. Hao, do a little bit introduce by yourself and do a little speech.
My apology. It's my true honor to introduce a friend and also a very distinguished and very well recognized healer, practitioner, and educator, Dr. Jason Hao. Dr. Jason Hao's unique acupuncture, neo-acupuncture, literally helped thousands of Americans who suffer from neurological disorders. And recently, his work has been featured by an award-winning Hollywood producer, Doug Dirth, in a featured documentary called The Return to Life. So it's my honor to introduce Dr. Hao.
Hello. Hi. See, I'm there.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Howe, the president of Neuroacupuncture Institute in America. I'm so honored today to meet all of you online. I would like to thank the World Qigong Taiji establisher, Effie Chu. He has been contributing for this for all her life. I really thank her to do that. Also, I would like to thank this conference organizers, Rose Huang, Jack Fu, and also Ying Qiu Wang, all of that, and also background, the stage work, volunteer work. Thank you so much. Lastly, I will thank you all the world, Master Qigong, Master Taiji, and TCM expert and professor. Thank you so much for sharing your experience, your knowledge, expertise. I'm looking forward to learn more from you. The whole world looking forward to learn all from you. Thank you so much. Best wishes for this Congress, and we're looking forward to meet everyone afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jason Howe. And as you can see, at the end of this conference, we'll also have workshops. And the workshops offered by world-class healers, educators, and doctors like Dr. Howe. So please tune into our schedule and sign up to the workshops after the conference. Okay, now I'd like to turn the host to Dr. Fu. We can start the program.
Okay, thank you everybody, and very happy to meet everybody here. And I want to see this 4 days will be biggest the Congress, and all of this all first coming from the our leader, a legion in American, in a world. That's a legion. Her name is Dr. Effie Chow. Let us put palm together. Thank you, Dr. Effie Chow, for beginning this. Really thanks for the Dr. Effie Chow. And she did cannot believe. She's pushed everything go forward. Pushed everybody, and so honored we work with her. And she used to very helpful traditional Chinese medicine, helpful. Her name called the mother of the West Qigong too. And today it's a World Taiji Day. Also, it's her and Bill Douglas together make it called the World Taiji Qigong Day. So that is wonderful because her, and she's still here for talk to us, still push us, can work together, make more health with the world. So that is wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Effie Chow. If I have honor, I still really like the Dr. Effie Chow. You can speak about a little bit, tell us the target, tell us the next step, what we will to do. And that's why we save you for the last speaker in the opening ceremony. So please you speak a little bit more words. Thank you, Dr. Effie Chow. Please take on your speaker. Yes.
Hello again. I'm happy to be here with all the prestigious people that is gathered around the world to help make this world a better world and a better universe. And so everyone is very important. And so I need not say too much more because I said it before, that everyone is important, and feel that every day you make a difference in the world and to all humanity. And we need to lead a different life, a new norm, because the old norm has led us to the big problem that we have. So we must live holistically and integrate our wellness every day. And this is what our goal is, to establish wellness as the goal, that we can reimburse people to take wellness classes, not wait until you get sick before you get medical coverage. And this is a big thing for the whole world right now. We are embarking on a very, very important cause. I hope each one of you realize the part that you play on this. And so, again, I thank everybody. I thank our coordinating committee, and I thank Bill Douglas for today, World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. And we've been partners ever since we began, and that's over 20 years ago. And so I relish and treasure all the old friends, not by age, but by wisdom. We have lived so long together, and we've made great progress with the government, with the politics, and with the health care and the life care system. So let's continue on. And we are a big team. We're a wonderful team together. So thank you very much.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Effie Chow. You are really a legend. We always have to learn with you. My honor work with you. Thank you so much. Okay, next one, we will really beginning with first the World Tai Chi Day, the part 1. And we will want the Bill Douglas, Angela Wang, and the CJ. And CJ, can you introduce about your program and the beginning with this section?
Yes, I will. Now, as I noted that Bill is still at his event, but I would like to, what I'd like to do is I'd like to start with a little bit of a Qigong, and I'm going to put Siobhan is, there she is. Siobhan, if you could put on your video and let us begin just a few minutes of Qigong so that we can kind of prepare ourselves for this wonderful thing. So I don't know if you're ready, Siobhan, probably not. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I need to turn off my virtual background for a second. So if you'll give me a moment to do that, so that I can prepare. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if everyone could just kind of stand up, or if you're in a chair, you can get into your sit straight in your chair. But this is a Qigong that I developed years ago. 20 years ago, I was in a very, very bad car accident. Oops, no, wait, excuse me a minute. I think I'm not yet in there. There we go. Okay. All right. So let me put it just down. So if everyone could stand up. I was in a very bad car accident 20 years ago. I developed severe back pain that was chronic. It didn't end. It was just there all the time. And I tried, of course, medications, and they were just addictive and made me not want to do anything. So it didn't work very well. And so I in order to get off the pain medication, I had to learn how to manage my pain in some other way. And it wasn't a simple thing. It was something that I had to learn to do over a long period of time. And it involved many, many different aspects of my life. So I've been doing Tai Chi for 30 years. So I did Tai Chi for 10 years before the accident. But during the accident is when I developed a specific routine, a specific Qigong routine that I do every day. It has two purposes. Purpose number one is to enable me to move, of course, because you know the magic combination of Qigong. This is what science tells us. Science tells us that Qigong works because it changes your brain chemistry, and it changes your brain chemistry by having deep breathing, focused intention, and slow movements. So any slow movements with deep breathing and focused intention will change your brain chemistry. Changing your brain chemistry changes your body chemistry. Changing your body chemistry changes your pain levels, basically. So, so number one was to lower my pain levels using a mind-body practice. But number two was to give me a mnemonic because I have bad memories. So I wanted to remember what are the steps for being pain-free. And so that's when I developed this particular pain-free Qigong. So it's very easy. You'll all be able to help do it with me. So first, of course, you center, open up your Mingmen, your back, bend your knees a little bit, shoulders down, arms out. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all our weight on one leg. We're going to lift our other leg and put it out in a bow stance. If you do Tai Chi, you know that that's a bow stance. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to search high and low for healthy food, which is not easy to do. And this is the Qigong. So breathing out as our hands go out, breathing in as our hands come in. And we do this 3, 6, or 9 times, depending upon how much time you have. We're going to do it 3 times. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And then we're going to search low for food. So that was searching high for healthy food. Now we're going to do the same thing, searching low. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and down. Now the other side. Again, stepping out, breathing in, out, in, out, in, and down. And now again, this time going down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. In. Down. Okay, so that's the first of 6 different steps that we have that we'll be doing. Let's do the second one, which is, and again, if you had told me 20 years ago before my accident that my pain levels would be modified or change depending upon what I ate, I would have never believed you. That is something that I think that I learned over time, is that what you eat changes your pain levels. So if you eat fresh vegetables and fruits and lots of good healthy food and no processed stuff and very little sugar, your pain levels go down. So that's a very important part. The next important part was being able to do whole body exercise, and whole body exercise like hiking, biking, walking, all of those kinds of climbing. Those are whole body exercises. So again, I have a mnemonic and a Qigong for whole body exercise. So we're going to put our feet about 1 shoulder width apart, and we're going to take our hands in front of us like this, facing each other, and going only as far as you feel comfortable going. We're going to go down, breathing out, bring your arms up, and breathing in over your head and down. So let's do this again 3 times. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Okay. And so that was the second of the 6 exercises. Okay, and let's do one more. Strength training. Again, the strength training was really important in my attempt to get pain-free. What we're going to do is we're going to then take our hands. You see your hands like this. You're going to go to the floor and you're going to pretend to pick up a very, very heavy thing. So we're going to bend down, breathing out, pick up a very heavy thing. And of course, you're just pretending, but nonetheless, pretend it's very heavy. And now you're going to lift it up, and it's very, very heavy. So you're just, very, very heavy. But now you're going to push it up over your head, breathing out. And then coming down, breathing in. And then going the rest of the way, breathing out. And when you get to the bottom, you're going to take your hands and you're going to let them go, and you're going to put them around like this. And now we're going to go down again, grab those, and coming up, breathing in, and breathing out. One more time with the hands. And now you're going to grab those weights again, breathing in, all the way up, and breathing out. And going down. And once again, Shun and me. I can't pronounce my Chinese, but that was the Chinese for silk reeling. Okay, so those are just the first 3. And what I'm going to do now, I've just been told that Peter Griffin is willing to share a few minutes of an exercise as well while we are waiting for Bill. So Peter, are you there? Tony, I know it's Tony or Peter. Tony, yeah. Tony, are you available to do that?
I am here. Yes, I am.
Okay, so go ahead and turn on your video. And then I can spotlight you. Are you there?
I am here. Can you see me?
There you go.
I'm going to put on a jacket real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, he'll be right back. Okay, so while we're waiting for him, I'll just let you know a little bit more about there's 3 more of those exercises, and that is one part of the 2 parts of Qigong. There's a whole second part of the Qigong that I call the pain mechanism, and it's a mnemonic that talks about how pain physically works in the body, because being in constant pain, I had to learn how to get rid of the constant pain. So I had to learn what pain was. How does pain work? How does pain manifest in the body? And so one of the things that I did was I started doing, basically medical level research on how does pain work. And I discovered, first of all, that doctors don't know how pain works, but I did eventually learn how it works. And that's the second part of the Qigong. So, okay, so let's spotlight Tony. Tony, you said you would go ahead and do that.
So I've introduced my work and a little bit about what my research is like. I'm just myself. I'm Dr. Tony Griffin. I've been practicing Tai Chi myself for about 35 years. And over the last 10, I've been really involved with the research. I was an alumni fellow at the University of Florida. And what brought me to that point was I had students who were taking my Tai Chi class at Fulton College because their cancer wasn't responding to treatment. Starting the class, their cancer started responding to treatment, one very dramatically, which is in 5 maximum doses of morphine a day for the pain. And within 10 days, just completely off of morphine. I've seen similar effects for chronic pain and myself, I have celiac neuropathy, but I've never had the pain associated with it. And I've been able to use my understanding of medical Tai Chi for helping to actually combat and reverse the neuropathy. So the research I did at the University of Florida that I'm doing since I have a book on mindful exercise that talks about this research, that there's measurable things going on in the body. So you have the Qi aspect on the east, and then on the west, just like with running, cardiovascular exercise, you got that heart rate. With Tai Chi and these slow-moving breath-focused exercises, you get that increase in blood oxygen saturation and diffusion. And this is very measurable, very distinct from aerobic and anaerobic exercise, and it ties directly in with cancer, chronic pain, arthritis, a whole slew of conditions that are all complicated by hypoxia or oxygen deficiency of the tissues. So here you have these breath-focused relaxation exercises that promote efficient use of the oxygen in the body, and it makes sense that they'd help with a lot of these conditions that deal with pain and other ailments and immunity, the COVID, the coronavirus. There's actually a link with hypoxia or oxygen deficiency. Oxygen levels drop in the body when you combat when your body's combating the coronavirus. So here you got this exercise that actually reverses. And I have some charts of things that show some very dramatic, measurable differences that occur in the body, the way your body metabolizes oxygen. That's very different from other forms of exercise. So I'm really happy to be able to bring this research to the Tai Chi community and the world. Dr. Rhodes is, I really appreciate bringing Brian into this. Please let me know time frame and what it is you'd like me to cover here.
Okay, well, actually, we were waiting for Bill Douglas, and he is indeed now here. So thank you so much for sharing your information with us. I know that I knew that you were interested in doing that, and yes, Siobhan texted me and said that you would be able to do that in just quickly in a few minutes, which is what we needed. So awesome. Now I would like to bring on board the Bill Douglas. So let me allow. Let's see, we've got Bill and we've got Siobhan. Where's Siobhan? Let me find you.
There she is.
You may see her, but I don't see her yet. There's a lot of people in here, and
That's all right. I'm here.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay,
Hi.
So that and myself. So hold on, while I spotlight myself. So there we go. So we got all three of us together. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I'm supposed to start the actual presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. And so hello, everyone. This is the official start of the meaning behind One World, One Breath, introducing the Global Transformation Project. And what I would like to do is introduce Bill Douglas, the founder of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. Whatever made him 21 years ago decide to start getting people together the last Saturday of April, I don't know, but he has basically started a worldwide movement that has done absolutely wonderful work. I've been working with him for a long time. I was involved in the very first World Tai Chi and Qigong Day that I did in our little area after I found out that Bill was spurring this on and providing free tools for everyone, so that we did our proclamation and we got it in the paper, all because Bill provided us with tools for that. He and Angela have been doing an absolutely fabulous job. So I would like to introduce Bill, and let me stop sharing a moment so that Bill can introduce Angela.
Yes, this is an honor that I've been looking forward to. Angela Wong Douglas came from Hong Kong, and she had grown up as a child doing Tai Chi with her mother on the streets of Hong Kong. And then we met in Kansas when she went to university in Kansas. And shortly after that, I decided I was going to learn Tai Chi. And so Angela ended up getting a business major at the University of Kansas at Fort Hays, a business management degree. And she's donated, this life to advocating Tai Chi and Qigong teachers all over the planet to create a more compassionate and healthy and calm and clear planet. And Angela actually learned 4 styles of Tai Chi over the course of all these years. I only learned 1 style of Tai Chi. It blows my mind that somebody can hold more than 1 style in their head, and Angela blows my mind daily. Meet Angela Wong Douglas, co-founder of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day.
And Angela, you're going to introduce Siobhan, right?
Yes, and
Yes.
and the slide, please. Yeah, there you go.
Siobhan is the founder of Next Step Strategy LLC, a holistic approach to the health and vitality through Qigong and Tai Chi and Reiki, energy medicine and aromatherapy. Siobhan has a master's degree in holistic health, and she also has a lot of experience. She is a requested national speaker and teacher and practitioner in the United States. She's a wonderful teacher, and she loves what she does. And everybody should be really proud to have her as a teacher in her area, or even when you're not, you don't live in her area. If you're ever in her city, make sure that you look Siobhan up. Maybe you could have a session with Siobhan, and she is a beautiful person. She always makes me laugh. It's so joyful to be around her, and she's full of energy. So make sure you look Siobhan up.
Thank you, Angela. I'm blushing over here. It's great to be here with everybody, and I want to thank the 21st World Congress, Dr. Jack Fu and Dame Dr. Effie Chow for having us. And I am honored to present to you Dr. C.J. Rhodes. She has over 30 years of experience in Qigong and Tai Chi. And you can tell that she's an excellent teacher because she looks so young, despite the 30 years of being in these programs. She's a wonderful teacher, not only of Tai Chi and Qigong, but also at Kutztown University. She has created an institute, HPL, which she'll tell you about a little bit later, but underneath it has 30 programs. And the reason I bring this up is that CJ is a wonderful inspiration to all of us. She will mentor and help other teachers to grow, not only in their teaching skills, but their business, and also as human beings. She is one of the most giving people and has donated so much time to others and different programs that she just amazes me. She's also written 9 books, and I think she's working on her 10th. She has been named the Tai Chi Chuan Promoter of the Year, and she definitely is. And she was admitted to the Hall of Fame by the Fellowship of United Martial Artists, as well as a gold medalist for women's push hands. And again, one of the most inspiring, amazing individuals I have ever been graced to know, and proud to call Dr. C.J. Rhodes a friend. But she is amazing in helping to grow and working with Bill, both of them and Angela, growing this dynamic force of nature. So, Dr. C.J. Rhodes, take it away.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate, the people. Siobhan, again, is one of my very favorite people, and I would have to say one of my best friends in all the world. She's just a fabulous person. what we'd like to do now, yeah, I don't know what that sound is coming from. What we'd like to do now is we'd like to start with a little bit of a meditation, and Bill is going to lead us in this meditation. So if you can get yourself settled for a little bit, he's going to.
CJ?
Yes.
Actually, before Bill starts, just to give a little background of what we're doing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we could touch a little bit on the global transformation project, maybe.
Is that okay?
I thought we were going to do that right after the meditation.
We'll get into more details on that, but I thought maybe we just mention it briefly and then
Okay.
take the meditation break.
All right. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So, as you know, Bill is a spark of fire, and he and Angela created the World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. And out of that was a wonderful book that he has written on the gospel.
Hold on a minute, Siobhan. There's some background noise. Somebody is echoing. So.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe it's me.
No, I think it's okay now.
Bill has written this fabulous book called The Gospel of Science, and from the World Tai Chi and Qigong Day project grew this book. And I just want to say that out of the spark of Bill and Angela came this day, but now we have another global project that we want to introduce today to roll out. And so when Bill and I started talking about what would this look like, being the creative people that we are, it was very chaotic. And we were like all over the place brainstorming and coming up with so many different interesting ideas. And then it got distilled and it became clear and the vision was forming. And we both kind of laughed a little bit because we realized that the science shows that the mind-body practices, which we do, enhance the ability of human beings. And we realized that we were an example, a microcosmic example of what is possible for the entire planet. So we just were kind of in this chaos of creativity. And from that, with the mind-body practices, we were able to problem solve at a higher and more elegant level. So we've distilled this, and we're excited to tell you about this. And science has called this the gamma brainwave thinking. And it is really exciting because it's so doable. So before we launch into it, Bill's going to introduce us to a Negung energy meditation to shift our brain waves to be most receptive to the possibility of the grand vision of the Global Transformation Project.
Thank you, Siobhan. One thing I wanted to mention that just popped into my mind as you were talking about that was, Dr. Chow and the East-West Academy started organizing the World Congress on Qigong 21 years ago. And that was about the same time that World Tai Chi and Qigong Day started. And so we've been, when we both launched into this 21 years ago, it was a very nebulous thing. We were starting to connect with medical people and Tai Chi and Qigong people. And we went through that, the years of, kind of a chaos because we didn't know where it was all leading. But, Dr. Chow and us at World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, it's like we're all meditating all the time. We're letting our brains let go of our grip on what reality is so that we can open to this, this higher, lighter vision of possibility that we can't understand. We have to just kind of walk on faith to let it happen. So we've kind of had this gamma wave experience kind of lead us to this point now. And Dr. Chow's work with the World Congress on Qigong and World Tai Chi and Qigong Day's work we've, for 20 years, we've been educating, many, many millions of people around the planet about these mind-body practices and what they do to your brain and your body, that is so beneficial on so many levels. And so now the next step that we see, I know Dr. Chow is working on a major project to make these things available to people on a affordable basis through the project that she's involved in. But we'll get more into the Global Transformation Project, but it's to get it into public schools worldwide. So we've accumulated the data, we've shared the data for 20 years in this nebulous process, and now we're lifting to a point now where the world knows the science on this, and now it's time to put this stuff into action. And so now what we'll do is we'll go into a meditative experience, and we will completely let go of the idea of putting anything into action. So if everybody would just sit back and feel the tip of the tongue lightly touch the gum line behind the top 2 front teeth, and then let the eyes close easily and gently. And notice how the eyes continue letting go. Those tiny optical muscles and the soft tissue. And feeling the tip of the tongue lightly touching the gum line behind the top 2 front teeth. And feeling the cool waves of breath filling us from the abdomen all the way up into the airy fibers of the lungs. And we can feel the pockets of the lungs start to open to that. And on those sighing exhales, as the shoulders relax down and away from the neck again and again, our whole being just sighs and lets go. Lets go of its grip on itself so that we can open to that lightness that's starting to permeate. Thinking of the sun directly above the head, just by thinking of that radiant, lighted awareness above the physical fray, instantly we can experience that lift, that feeling of just lightening up on ourselves and the world all around us, permeating everything that we are. And now letting the brain mind just sigh. Let the whole head, skull, and brain just sigh. Let go. Let go of trying to think or trying not to think. So that we can just drift on whatever rolls through this lighted, knowing awareness that we are. Down through the sides and the back of the head. The base of the skull begins to let go. And on those sighing exhales, as the old brain and the back of the head and the back of the skull sigh, just let them sigh as we let that breath out, the whole back of the head. All that panic and fear stuff that we've squeezed back there surrenders into the safety of this opening lightness. It's safe to let go, to drift. The spine and spinal fluid, the whole back and the whole field, and all the miles and nerves through the body being soothed, coated by this silken expanse. Throughout our being and field, as well as on up through the solar plexus. And as we let that solar plexus, that nerve bundle in the upper abdomen just sag at its sides, we start to let go a lot of our fear stuff that we squeeze in the upper abdomen. And we start to find that not only is it safe to let that area go, to become open and vulnerable, but it's a great relief to let go of our defenses. And that allows space for that lightness to echo through the abdomen and the pelvic bowl, on up through the chest and the heart and the lungs. The lungs, the wings of inspiration begin to open, to lift and light. And now our whole being is breathing with the light. It's like we infuse with this effortless radiance on those full abdominal breaths. And on those sighing exhales, we just become unhinged, nebulous, floating, drifting on this silken lightness that permeates the entire universe. Physics shows us that everything is connected on this deep level. Everything. With every breath, we can just let everything that we are just surrender to drift in this safety, being soothed and nurtured in this limitless lightness unfolding through us, being held dearly, cherished, opening to that lightness that permeates all existence, the whole planet, everybody around the world that's practicing Tai Chi and Qigong for World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, everybody around the world that's tuning into the World Congress on Qigong today, on World Tai Chi Day, so that we can just bathe in this limitless radiance. When we let go of everything that we are, it holds us dearly and opens and unfolds us, lights us, lets us know that we're connected to everyone, everything. That we're at home on this planet, this precious planet. That we're wanted. And with every releasing breath, just continuing to let go, to float in that lightness. So that even as eventually when we start to open our eyes, but there's no rush on that. So as we breathe and let go, just kind of letting it take its own course. And eventually we'll begin to slowly and gently open the eyes, but not really looking at anything or anyone. Continuing to open to this field of lighted awareness that we are, this silk and tingly effervescence that we are. And now, just letting the eyes close again and just tapping the face. Just tapping our fingers on the face and letting the face open to that just for the sheer pleasure of it. Letting the jaw slacken, letting the whole face just slacken open to it. And then tapping over the brow and the forehead, and those energy fingers go all the way through the brain, the pineal gland. So we can just let the field that we are enjoy this just for the sheer pleasure of it, all over the face. Around the nose, mouth, lips, everything. And all over the brow and the temples, and again all over the skull and the scalp. And with the eyes still closed, just letting ourselves just breathe and tingle. Good. And then slowly letting the eyes open, even as they stay unfocused, so that we can just float in this lightness, connected to everyone, everything, everywhere, all this life, filled with life, radiance. Good. Alrighty. All right. So I thought maybe we could tell everybody that's watching a bit of the history about World Tai Chi and Qigong Day and what we've done over these 20 years. That makes us lead to the Global Transformation Project, because the Global Transformation Project is a very ambitious program to get a United Nations resolution to advocate mind-body practices become a core part of public education all over the planet. And so World Tai Chi and Qigong Day has been a 21-year practice run to put us in position to actually envision and I believe make happen the Global Transformation Project. So I think we have a video that we could show. Good. And so this, let's see, is that video on screen?
It should be.
Okay. I'm not seeing it. Is anybody seeing the video? Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you could just take that back just to, yeah, there we go. That is a billboard in Tehran, Iran for World Tai Chi and Qigong Day on an overpass on a freeway in Iran. And so World Tai Chi and Qigong Day started 21 years ago in Kansas City. And then it just caught fire. Our event got picked up by CNN. They called it the largest gathering of Tai Chi practitioners outside of China. And it just took off when CNN covered it. And as you can see, Egypt, Israel, Iran, they have these massive events. Here's Indonesia. And so over these 20 years, we have trained Tai Chi and Qigong teachers and groups how to organize mass events. And then we've also had media kits that we created to teach them how to get media coverage, like we did with CNN for our first event. And we put together a list of the media coverage that World Tai Chi and Qigong Day has generated so that people could learn about the science of Tai Chi and Qigong. And the major, the media institutions, we're talking CNN, Fox News, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, BBC, on and on. And anyway, we added up all their readership and viewership, and we have reached over 1 billion people on this planet, potential media readers and viewers that watch those things. And so we've educated a massive number of people. Look at that event in Cuba. It was huge. And the way that started was we contacted the Associated Press offices, and in
更多收听请下载荔枝 APP。